Hey everyone, Michael Huber, hobbyist photographer here. And last year, some girls from the volleyball team at the high school asked if I could make a poster for them, a team poster. And I'm like, no, because I've seen a lot of cool posters for the other sports. Well, this year they asked me again, and I'm like, well, who did it last year? And they said nobody. So I felt bad, still said no. And then as I thought about it, I thought, well, they should have a poster, and maybe this is what I need to get out of my comfort level, and it'd be a good challenge for me. So I said I'd give it a shot. So we got 13 varsity players coming today to have their photo taken. Then I'm going to try to composite them into a poster. So I'll try to show you some of that and how it turns out. But basically in my shop space here, what I'm using is I have a 43-inch softbox with a Young Nuo 560 4 flash inside. Then I have this long linear softbox that will give them some side light with also the same flash inside. So in theory, I'm going to get a wrap of light around their body here, and then a highlight here on their face and body as well, because we're going for that tough, mean varsity sport look. And then I have my Canon 70D with a 24-105, and then a TX controller for the Young Nuo flash. So, all right, let's give it a shot. Okay, well here I am in the gym, and I'm going to try to photograph the net to insert into my composite. And I'm also going to get some action shots of the girls so I can use them as silhouettes in the background, hopefully. Again, I'm just making this up as I go. Alright, so here I'm at the computer. Got all the images that I took today loaded into Lightroom. Applied a little preset boosting the clarity, lowering the shadows, bringing up the highlights a little bit to get them started on that, sports look or grittier look, and then zoom in and try to get a little bit of the acne taken care of without going overboard here. Doesn't take too long to do that, and then right click and say edit into Photoshop. Alright, so here she is in Photoshop. Unfortunately I shot it on this kind of bluish, it's a gray background here, but I should have shot it on black. Been a lot easier to cut them out. So what I'll do sometimes is I'll add a curves layer and really crank that up so that it separates them from the background. Then I'll take the magic selection tool and just start selecting them and eventually cut them out and bring them into the poster background. Alright, so now I've got her cut out. Turn off the curves layer. You can see the hair is, it's okay, but I don't need to do a great job because the final poster is actually 11 by 17, so the girls will be fairly small. But then I just grab her and drag her into my background. Free transform her to get her to the approximate right height. Oops. And she is tall, so anyway. That's good enough for now. We've got the start of this. As you can tell, we have the who they're going to play, their schedule, the team name, they're kind of saying, and then you can also see I cut out the net from the shot that I took at the school as well. So anyway, I'm going to keep cutting out girls and sticking them on here, and we'll see how it turns out. All right, well, hopefully I'm done. You can see here I've got the girls all lined up. The schedule is in, the Raider Nation is on the net. I think it looks pretty good now. I want to stylize a little bit. So I brought one of these backgrounds into Color Effects Pro. Desaturated a little bit, but pushed up the blues, softened it. But I think it looks pretty good. And the others, I brought it into Camera Raw, and added more of a warmer tone to it, and pushed the clarity to give it a little more crunchiness. So I'm gonna email both of these to the girl who asked me to do this, and she can pick one, and then they'll print them out and hang them up in the school. So kind of a cool project. It did take me probably, all told, 8 hours or so to pull this together. So a fair amount of work. Learned a lot though, and hopefully they like it. So thanks for watching.